My name is Amar Vyas and I'm recording on 9th of April 2016. That's my dog barking in that background. So, coming back to what we were talking about, I read this news article recently which says that publishers and authors can now get ISBN in 7 days in India. And in the past, the system used to be a nightmare. One had to go to the the Ministry of Human Resources Development website, or the Rajaram Mohan Roy National Library, that is the ISBN issuing agency, something like a Bowker in the US. Then the ISBN itself is for free, but the process was a nightmare. One had to download the PDF form, fill it, send it out with a self addressed and stamped envelope worth like a certain amount, 35 rupees within Delhi and higher amount outside of New Delhi. And it used to take anywhere between 6 weeks to 2 months. And in my case, I have personally applied for ISBN a total of 10 times and I have received only two numbers. So I was very excited when I saw this. And incidentally, on My Kitab podcast, on episode number 6 with the guest Kavita Kapoor, we had discussed a website similar to what the Canadian ISBN agency has. That what if one could go ahead and apply for an ISBN online and just get the number? Because at the end of the day, the barcode and the number is all that matters. So what I found about this article was that it obviously does not give the link to the website. What is the website that they are talking about? So I was quite disappointed with the poor quality of editing and the information. I mean, it's a lot of fluff as far as I see it, but the headline itself was enough for me to go ahead and figure out on the Ministry of Human Resources website. That's a lady in question. She's the Minister of Human Resource Development, Smriti Irani. Then I saw that, okay, hold on. So we had this site here, isbn.gov.in. I have that open over here. So the moment you go to isbn.gov.in, you would see that, okay, there's a nice website over here which has an FAQ and also a process of how to apply for an ISBN, and I'll come to that in a moment. But if you look at the rest of it, as of now, 21 registered users. I happen to be one of them. Talk about an early adopter. 8 received applications, 0 ISBN received, which is all right because they are supposed to have a 7-day SLA. Now, coming to the how to apply part, it does not say about how to register for an application, and that's where I thought that in this video I will cover both the parts: how to apply, how to register, and then how to apply, because both have a little bit of quirks which are not clearly highlighted. And this is not a criticism per se. I think the fine folks at the National Informatics Center, the people who manage the website or who have developed it, are doing a great job. I mean, this is phenomenal. But also remember some little quirks like if you go onto the website, it says JPG file or a PDF. Here it is JPEG or a PDF. So sometimes the system may throw out an error saying that no, this is not what we want. Even if it's a JPG file, it may throw it out. And there are some websites which say that a JPEG file is not allowed because of security restrictions or because of some other settings that are in place for that particular website. So the process essentially tells you, it says here how to apply, and it literally talks about once you are able to register successfully, what is the walkthrough. And this is where the challenge that I face. I have not been able to apply. I have tried 3 different web browsers and I have tried at least 12 times so far to go ahead and apply. It has simply not worked. But before that, let us talk about the FAQ itself. It just those of you who may not know about what an ISBN is, it's a little bit of a tutorial. So now let us look at the applicant registration page first of all, and that's where we will go. So once we click on it, you would see that first, and let me increase the font a little bit. First thing you would notice, it is for Indian citizens only, and this field is not changeable. And if you're an overseas citizen of India, or you have a PAN card, probably would be adequate. But yeah, that's a requirement. You can apply either as a publisher or as an author or a seminar. Great for independent authors, or great if you're coming up with a compendium or the proceedings of a particular conference. Here you can fill in the standard details. Remember the quirk that I was talking about. Number one, when you're talking about a PDF or a JPEG file, the size has to be less than 100 kilobytes. So if you have a full resolution color scan of your PAN card, that is your tax ID proof for those of you who are not familiar with the concept of PAN card, those of you particularly outside of India, or be it your address proof. The address proof could be your passport, your driving license, your bank account statement, or probably it could also be your Aadhaar card, like it says here. So that's the national identification number. So all these documents, they have to be in low resolution. 800 by 600 has worked well for me. I found it a bit challenging for any resolution of an image file higher than that. The system would not accept. Even if it is 101 KB, you would not be able to register. So once you register and you provide your email address, so at this particular email address, that's the one I used. I received the ID. I received the temporary password, and I was able to log in, and through that change my password, and I started filling up this form. So now this is where the real fun begins. When I started filling in the information that yes, I had applied for an ISBN in the past, this was the number. What I liked was that they have a template for people who have received multiple ISBNs in the past. For example, if I click on the format, for example, it's a simple spreadsheet which has 3 or 4 columns in it, which says what's the title of the book, what's the ISBN, year of publication, what's the edition, and so on and so forth, and then what's the language and who's the author, right? And so I have filled this ahead, gone ahead and filled this for the ISBNs that I have received in the past. But the challenge is that if I go to the upload page, and here I'm using Firefox on Linux. So I have tried using Chrome on my iOS device, my iPad, and I've tried using Firefox on Linux and Chrome on Linux as well as Opera on Linux. It does not work. I am unable to upload the file, so I have no choice but to say here that I'm not attaching the details, even though I do have the details. But what if I was an author or a publisher who had 50 books under their belt? You just provide one of the 50. That is not really providing smart information to the people who are really trying to digitize the whole process. So remember, again, short description of the book has to be less than 500 characters. They do not mention it here. No exclamation marks, no question marks, no apostrophes, nothing. Only commas and periods will do. The moment you put in any punctuation or any character other than other than plain text, numbers, or a comma or a full stop, you're going to get an error. And this is like probably after 10 iterations of my R&D that I've come out with this. Again, remember, the file size has to be less than 100 kilobytes. I've already gone ahead and done that. Now, here's the little quirky part. Title verso. I had no idea what this term means. So I googled it up. I learned that it is probably the information that you get on the backside of the page, of the title page. Once you open the book, you would see the title of the book. On the hindsight, you would see that what is the information about the book, the copyright holder, etc., etc. So I just looked up this fine site, Book Refinery, which had some interesting information. First published date, so they have a template over here. Based on that, I went ahead and let me go back. Yeah, I went ahead and made my own title verso, okay, which had my details and all the other information. Now the form looks like it is complete. We have met all the information. Here comes the moment of truth. Once I accept the requirements and I go to save, the real magic begins. I get an error thrown out saying supply proper values. I thought I had gone ahead and supplied all values. Apparently not. And I keep getting this error over and over and over and over again. And I have tried this about 12 or 13 times. So let me give you a fair warning. And yeah, the moment I click on OK, I get a blank screen at all. So only a blank screen. So the moment I hit a refresh, I have to start the process all over again. The site is still work in progress. I will give this feedback to the people who are developing this site, but I'll tell you it is a nightmare. Now what if I try to say that okay, I click on no and then I click on browse? I still cannot go ahead and do that. So this is the area which is causing probably all the heartache and the headaches. Other than that, I think the form is pretty simple. Once you have all the information, it should be a no-brainer. Unfortunately, at this point in time, it is not. With that, I wish you all the best, that hopefully on a Windows machine, on a Internet Explorer or some other web browser, it may work. I will find a Windows machine and try and upload this form. If it works, I will include that in the comments section. But till then, all the best to you and hope it works for you. It certainly has not worked for me.